Hotkeys don't work for some reason. I can do it manually. Piece of paper. Three objects. I believe one has to be yellow, one has to be red, silver. On the count of three, I'm gonna do something very, very important. 1, 2, 3. All right, that was my experiment. One more time. Again, yellow, red, silver. 1, 2, 3. That's the experiment. This is the question. Was the yellow object moving? The yellow object. If you think yes, it was moving, you choose 1. If you think no, choose 2. For anything else, you can choose number 3. And I would like someone to tell your personal opinion.
Does it matter, like, in relation to what, though? Like, in relation to the silver one, it was moving, but not to the red one?
This is the absolutely correct way of thinking about it. As the gentleman said, it depends. Ask some of my friends for the help. Scientists. These guys, scientists, they have measuring devices. And each of them can measure the distance to the yellow object. So this guy looks at this, and now we have to use our imagination. Nothing else is existing, only this and these guys, that's it. So if they look at each other, they don't see any difference. So there is no relative motion. But of course, when these two guys look at each other, the distance, of course, constantly changes. And in that case, this observer would say, yeah, the yellow object is moving. So technically, the right answer would have been 3. This sophisticated experiment tells us that motion is always relative. Well, in this situation, you should have asked me relative to what? And until I would tell you relative to silver or relative to red, relative to silver or relative to red, you wouldn't be able to answer this question, because this question on its own kind of doesn't make sense until it is clarified. And it's a very common situation in physics. We've got a question and we feel that there might be several interpretations for that. It's ambiguous. It's our job in that situation to clarify what is actually happening, ask a question which helps to clear up all the ambiguity.